Tested my credit and boosted it up. You ain't running plays, you ain't one of us. Meeting with lenders, gaining they trust. 100K funding, that ain't enough.
What's good, y'all? So we got a good one for you today. If you're a business owner or a content creator out there and you're looking to scale your business fast, this is the guy you want to talk to. I got my boy Geno here today.
Yes, sir. So my name is Impeccable Geno, aka Eugene Demi, and I've been at this credit thing in business coaching for about, I'd say, a year and a half, and I was able to help multiple people, including myself, get access to funding, take that capital, invest in myself, whether it was marketing, got a car rental thing going on, and now I coach other people, consumers, and other business owners on how to do the same thing.
Okay, that's what's up. So, how did you get into the credit and funding space to begin with?
All right, yeah, so how it started, I have a unique story. So how it started was I was already in the credit space from when I left high school, but I was on the negative side of credit because I didn't know anything else about credit. When I grew up, all I heard was credit was bad. Every time I heard one of the parents talk about credit, it was like, oh, I need to cut up these credit cards. So in my mind, I'm thinking credit was bad, but I ended up graduating high school and I met a group of people and they actually put me on to the negative side of credit. So now I had to get incarcerated behind that, and then I learned about the good side of credit in there. So they was doing credit repair in federal prison. That's where I first learned about it. So it was a lot. It was crazy. I met somebody who taught me how to build up my credit, he was like, everything that you know negative, just turn it positive. Because I never even had no credit.
That's a good one. That's a good story. Now, so another question I got for you is, because I did some research, you said one time that you spent over $30K on mentorship?
Yes. So
what made you take that leap, and like, what was that investment for?
All right, so it's a combination of things. So I didn't just come off the hip and just spend 30 up front. So I already knew the importance of a mentor just from that situation and that experience that I went through being in federal prison, because somebody actually sat me down and was like, all this information I'm about to give you, you need a pen and pad. I'm not just going to talk to you because this is a lot of information on how you need to structure your credit, the importance of the credit. So what I did was I ended up coming home, and then I started hearing about mentorships. I started seeing people on Instagram talking about, hey, yo, I just bought my first home. I flipped my first home with capital from the bank. Hey, we're having a free class tonight. So I started going to free classes. So after those free classes, they ask you, do you want to make an investment in yourself? So it took me about 4 to 5 months to really make that initial investment. The first one was $1,000, and I didn't have that whole $1,000 at the moment. One of my day ones, he seen my grind and he seen my passion, so he really wanted to invest in me. He's like, cause I only had $500 at the time. I was like, yo, bro, I really want to sign up with this mentor. Like, I learned so much off the free game. I need to invest. So it went from spending that $1,000 to getting on FaceTime calls for $300, $500, going to in-person meetups, that's $500, and then I ended up buying a higher ticket, which was $20,000. It was a $20,000 investment, and then that was my biggest investment all in one. So I'm not gonna lie, I was sweating when they said that number. I was sweating. It wasn't easy for me to make that decision. Once they said 20K, it was crazy.
But like you just said, like you were sweating. So like a lot of people in your situation, they hesitate and they never even pull that trigger. So like, what mindset shift did you have that made you push yourself to want to invest that big?
All right, yeah. So in that moment, I witnessed. It was like it was 20,000. So the first person who buys this mentorship we're giving it to you for 15,000, and we're giving you a free iPad. I watched that person purchase that. I'm like, oh no. And I just keep seeing people, oh, I'm in. Next thing you know, it's like 10 people talking about they in. But what really made me get in was I'm on a call with 200 people. At least 50 people already dropped
Please
the
leave your
bag.
message for.
At least 50 people already put the bag in. So it was like, I want to be around like-minded people. So these people are serious enough to invest. These are the people that I need to be around.
So I also seen that you've helped over 100 people. So I also seen that you helped over 100 people not only repair their credit, but you helped build it up.
Yeah, so as I went along my journey, as I was going through these free classes, I actually helped myself first. And all I was doing was showing my progress on Instagram, on social media. Every time I did something with my credit, I posted. So what happened was a lot of people are seeing this and now they're asking for my help. I didn't initially say, oh, I want to be this credit coach. I want to be a business coach. It just happened from me showing other people and now them wanting to help. So yes, that's how I was able to help over 100 people repair, build their credit, and get access to funding because I was able to do it for myself, and now I'm able to teach others the same way I did it.
That's what's up. So we haven't really talked about the funding portion yet, and I've seen that you've helped your clients get over $2 million worth of funding. How did you do that? What's the process? Where do you go? What types of lines of credits are you getting? Like, break this down for us.
All right. So yeah, when we say $2 million in credit, we're talking about auto loans. We're talking about credit cards. We're talking about personal credit cards. We're talking about business credit cards. So how I was able to help all those people too is the same way I helped myself. I was able to get access to $100,000 in funding in 6 months from building up my credit. And then now I started jumping into the business side of credit. So I was able to get myself 0% interest from Chase, Citizens, US Bank. So now here's the process with the business funding. I joined the mentorship. Now we learn how to get relationships with the branch relationship managers so they can push through applications. And it's really a simple process. As long as your credit report meets all the standards, you got 10 plus accounts, you got at least 5 years of credit age, you got 0 to 3 inquiries, utilization under 30%, and you got a couple personal credit cards that have at least a 5K or 10K above limit. We really want you with 40K in available credit before we go for the business funding. But yeah, we have multiple plays that we do. We go get personal loans from Navy Federal, personal loans from Lightstream. And when I'm talking about Navy Federal, I'm talking about at least 30K from them. Lightstream, at least 30K from them. We got PSECU, at least 20K from them. Chase, on the personal, at least 10 to 15K on one credit card. So these are just some examples of the products that I'm able to get my clients. And then we actually make sure that these clients have a plan with the funding. We don't want them to get funding without no streams of income coming in already because you need income to handle credit.
That's a fact. So you've clearly built some discipline in order to master this. Like, what are some of your habits or your routines that help you level up?
All right, so I say the number one thing, which is the most therapeutic for me, is actually working out. So when I'm working out, I'm at like a higher frequency and I'm actually able to think clearer, and just having that discipline of waking up early and working out every day, pushing my body to the limit, it helps me push my mind to the limit. So that's one of the habits that I took on. And another one was just like doing something different. I had to unlearn a lot of stuff that I was doing already. So I used to listen to music all day, the same songs. So I had to switch it up. Now I'm listening to podcasts for 3 hours. So when I go on a jog, I might not listen to rap music. depending how I'm feeling. But mostly, I'm gonna listen to a podcast. So I train my mind to want to learn every day. So that's one of the habits that I changed: working out, listening to podcasts, and networking with the right people who are on the same frequency as me. So those are the main habits that I took on.
That's good. That's good. Got another question. So what do you tell people who think credit and funding is like not attainable or it's just not good in general?
So somebody who would say credit is not good, I'll say it has to do with their mindset. You have to, like I said, you have to unlearn everything you was taught. The only reason why you think credit is not good is because you probably grew up in a household where they were using credit as a consumer. You was taught to use the credit card to go on vacation. You never seen nobody take a credit card and flip the money. So that's why you're gonna say credit is bad. But once you watch and once you're around people that's doing $100,000 a day off credit, it's gonna change your whole mindset. People making investments on real estate, people just getting Airbnbs, starting up brand new businesses, even acquiring new businesses. So these are the type of people that I network around, and it changed my whole mindset. And just even having the information about credit, you can make a lot of money, and that's the main thing that I do. I'm a coach, so I'm able to help other people with the information that I have.
Okay. So it's on that. So what's the bigger picture for your coaching, for your brand, and for like everybody that you serve?
All right, so yeah, the bigger picture for me is building up a solid community and network where it's just like 30 or 40 of us, and we just all super lit. Like everybody's 800 credit score. Everybody has multiple properties. We're all making investments. We're just all buying our freedom back. Like we're buying our time back. Cause that's the main thing. Like a lot of people just think, oh, it's money, 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 money. No, let's see how many people I can help. I want to be able to help the most people. Like, and then I want to build up the biggest team to the point where it's like, once you see Impeccable, it's like you once you see that brand, you know it's up. This person helped at least 50 people become multi-millionaires. See what I'm saying? So that's why I see it, and then I see the bigger picture for my family, my mother, especially retiring her. So like that's one of the main goals. You see what I'm saying? So that's the bigger picture for me.
All right. So let's end it off with this. So let's say somebody out there is listening and they're on the fence about taking control over their credit or starting a business. What message do you have to them?
All right. So if you're on the fence about starting your credit journey, the main thing I would tell you is credit is the key to your freedom right now. You can't work your 9 to 5 and save up thinking you're gonna buy a business. Let's look at Walmart. Let's look at Apple. Do you think these people actually just worked the 9 to 5, saved up, and made that business? No. What they probably did was, or what they did was, they did take that skill set from that job and they implemented into being a creative to actually obtain these businesses. And guess what? They need the capital. You need capital. So where else can we get it from? We could use other people's money to be able to grow businesses, start businesses, and flourish. You need the market. If nobody knows you, they can't flow you. So we need a marketing budget. You need a networking budget. You need the right shoulders. You need to go to events. That's going to cost funding. You're going to need funding for that. For information, getting in mentorships, you need funding. To get to that next level, you need the capital. And working a 9 to 5 solely is not going to get you there. So I would say just start by looking at your credit report, going to classes, and seeing what you have to do in order to get your credit rate. And then see what business you want to start. And don't do something that a lot of people, they just want to do something that they put emotions into. oh, I want to do this t-shirt business because I love designer and I love, no. If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. You want a business that's going to make sense. We're trying to make money. We're trying to buy back freedom. We're trying to help people. So that would be the message that I got for y'all.
You can get 100K in funding before you can save 100K from your job.
Come on, man.
But nah, so let the people know where they can work with you, where they can follow you.
All right, yeah. So y'all can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, impeccable_Geno. I drop a lot of game on my Instagram daily, day in and day out. We do this like it's an everyday thing. It's a lifestyle at this point. Like I wake up, I get text messages, thank you, Geno. Like, and I just love it. That makes my day. But I am having a free class, so y'all need to click the link below so y'all can sign up for my free class where I'm gonna teach you how to repair your credit, how to build your credit, and how to get access to funding the same way I did in 6 months, at least $100,000. All you gotta do is take action, run the play with no delay. Let's get it, y'all.
Let's go.
Crashing my credit and boosted it up. You ain't run the plays, you ain't one of us. Meeting with lenders, gaining they trust. 100K funding, that ain't enough.